Well, hey there, you children of the rainbow. Welcome back to more Let's Play Pixelot Blind. In the last one, we made it up this, we're in a tower, I guess. And I have to try to figure out how to, I don't think I turned any of the jams. Okay, we're definitely getting more complex here. Okay, so this one probably, well, this one technically is already set up. Okay, so this is the obvious one. Let's move that guy over. And move, oops. Okay, yes. If you insist, I will myrtleize your faces. Oh, I just got off of, I don't know, I check the Let's Play subreddit every now and then. And, oh my gosh. There's a reason, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Facebook. Just because, like, communicating with, like, texty words isn't, like, very good. It just seems like I just have a hard time okay, so this one we have to move like this, and then this one like that, right? That should do it. Oops, that was the teleporter, not the button. No, did all the things reset? No, okay. Okay, that was actually nice. Guessing it probably didn't work. Oh, what I'm getting at is that, I don't know. I don't want to say I, like, hate people, but people are, I think what it is that people are so used to dealing with, like, idiots that they, like, I feel like I get misinterpreted, like, all the dang time. But, like, they misinterpret me, but because they didn't read what I said carefully, they assume that, like, I'm the idiot. How come this doesn't work? Do I have to turn the one on the right to be downwards? Well, I'll give you an example. I was gonna say this in the Mario Maker 2 video, but I guess since it's relevant here. I was on, man, I don't know, just anytime I go on Facebook, within the first like 60 seconds, I see something so goddamn stupid that I'm like, okay, I can't let this go. Like, how am I supposed to sleep knowing that this person didn't get destroyed by me, you know? Okay, so do I have to turn this one? Like, what difference does it make? It was... Okay, so there appears to be multiple ways to solve it, but I still have to solve it in the way, like, the game intends, I think. Huzzah, you've made it here. Quite impressive. Bro, did this blockhead just say huzzah? I think he did. What a dork. Oh, man. Hey, I'm right here. I'll show you not to mess with the Zap Master. Oh, man. So we had Zap and... Oh, man, he's a big boy. We had Zap and, what were the other guys' names? I don't remember. It was a bunch of Dr. Seuss sounded names. Zap and Zop and Zuppy? I don't know. Let's go ahead and try to get rid of the small dudes. But then I sit there, and there's a lot of times there's so much wrong with what they said that it takes me, like, even if I try to, like, cut it down, it still takes me, like, several sentences to, like, thoroughly explain why they're such a goddamn, like, moron. And, you know, I don't ever resort to, like, name-calling and stuff. Actually, I wait for them to do it to me. That way I can be like, well, if you had a point, you wouldn't have to resort to childish name-calling. Like, if you actually had a point, you wouldn't have to resort to acting like a 7-year-old, you know, just calling names, you know, like we're in freaking grade school, you know. But all right, hopefully it's light ray your ass. Oh wait, that's lightning on the lightning guy. That probably won't do a whole lot. Okay, Mr. Zahn is dead. I'm not super worried about this guy. Should I be though? Let's do a little regen heal. What does this one do? Fortify. I feel like everyone's defense is good. I don't know what happened to Zahn. He just sucks, I think, for right now. I don't know what happened. Right. Yeah, 27-28 jeepers. That's early game damage. Okay, we seem to be doing okay. Actually, rock throw is 60, or stone, rather. So, what basically... So, I know that they're gonna misinterpret what I said, so I, like, have to go into, like, exquisite detail to make sure that there's no way to, like, misinterpret what I said. But, like, they... Oh, is this a new one? Rainstone on foes. These look like the ends of like bamboo poles or something. Alright. But sure, go for it. But I mean, my point is that we totally knocked his block off. It looks like he dropped some things. I see a teleport tile too. Let's go see if the storm seal is broken. I'm gonna go on a limb and say it is. What do these do? Nothing? Gold hammer weapon. Alright, cool. Blue key. Alright. So I like go out of my way to make sure that everything I said was completely airtight. Because when someone disagrees with you, they're just like waiting to see one thing that's like not 1,000,000% perfect. And then they'll be like, aha! You didn't cover this like aspect of your argument, therefore you're just a moron altogether. Just everything else you said like doesn't hold any water. It's like, well, I assume that it was implicit. I just didn't want to spend 6 extra sentences to clarify that one little tiny thing. Blue key, so now we can go in here. Oh wait, you know what? I didn't even put the thing on. I was thinking about... Yeah, see, I didn't know if I want to give up the 6 defense. I don't know. Who else could have put it on? Wait, how come I don't have this on? Oh, this actually is better, like, altogether. Oh no, we got another Pokemon gym situation. Okay. The ones in Pokemon are usually not that bad, but stuff like this I'm typically not good at unless it's kind of on the simple side. Be careful not to slip. Alright. F these dudes up. But yeah, just freaking... And then as soon as... So then by the time I'm done, even if I try to, like, narrow it down... So it's like, well, if it's too wordy, if it's like a wall of text, they're not even gonna read it. But then if it's too short, then you didn't cover all your bases or whatever. Or you have a lot of, you know, ground to cover to get around to what your argument is. Then they'll be like, aha, what about this? It's like, well, that would have taken several more sentences, and then if it's too long, you won't read it because you have the attention span of a squirrel. But there have just been multiple times where I legitimately can't tell if they're too stupid to, like, understand what I'm saying, or if they can't read, like, properly, like, they can't read words and, like, comprehend it correctly. Because I'm like, other than you not being able to know how to read, or you lack the ability to understand words, there's no other way. Like, this, like, what I typed was so airtight that the only explanation is that you're in denial, you don't want to admit that I'm right, or you don't know how to read, or you don't comprehend what English words mean. Like, you know, like, I mean, that's how I freaking roll, man. It's like I'll have someone, like, writhing in the sinister, icy death grip of reason, where they have no choice. Like, I've covered, like, a lot of like, when it comes to, like, debates and stuff, I debate so well that not only do I sound right, but I make the other person sound like a fool for believing what they believe. And of course, they can't have that, so they, like, I'm sitting here going, like, they're scanning for one thing, like, that's not 100% airtight, and then they attack from that angle, because that's all they have. You know, they can't argue my point, so they have to argue that I spelled a word wrong or something, or they have to be like, oh, well, you know, you have this opinion, and they're, you know, and this bad person had this same opinion, or whatever. You ever heard the phrase, World War II, bad man also owned a dog, you know? It's basically like a logical fallacy where you could, if you make a point, they'll be like, well, this bad person also believed that. I'm like, yeah, but that's not what made them bad, you know? I guess the other example you could say is, like if, I mean, obviously I can't say it on YouTube, but like struggle snuggling, you'd be like, well, every person who is convicted of struggle snuggling ate breakfast, therefore breakfast leads to struggle snuggling, you know? Like, they'll go for that, like, kind of argument. But, you know, I'm sitting here going, like, uh-oh. But, like, I mean, like I said, like, I can't tell if they're, like, literally that stupid, or if they're not they can't hold like their attention span is too short for them to read everything that I wrote. Like they read it halfway, then they just assume that they know what I'm getting at. Or I can't tell if they're sometimes like missing. You ever have it where you make a point super clearly and then they still manage to not get the point? And at some point you're just like, you know what? I'm starting to like, are you missing the point on purpose to not have to admit that I'm right? Because like there's no other option. I mean, I know I'm beating the dead horse at this point, but it's like you either can't read, you don't understand words, or you can't pay attention long enough to read everything I said to fully understand my point, you know, to get to what my point was, or you're missing my point on purpose because you would rather make up a story about what I meant rather than admit that your argument isn't as good as you thought. I mean, there's all kinds of things that sound good, like in your head, or like it sounds good, but it doesn't stand up to like any scrutiny, you know? Like when people say, like, don't spend money on things, spend money on experiences. Like it sounds good. You're like, yeah, don't be materialistic, do more traveling. Traveling, like you can't, you know, money can't buy experiences. I mean, unless you travel, then they do, but that's terrible advice. But like it sounds good, and then it gives people that are broke an excuse to go on vacations they can't afford. Because they're like, well, I'm listening to the motivational quote that I saw on Facebook. Is this guy gonna like move out of my way? How are you supposed to do this? Is this not possible to pass by? I feel like there's no way to do this. I can't push these I need like I've gone at this from like every angle. The only thing I can do is go left. And then the only thing I can do, well, I could go down, but I go down and then right, but I have to go up. I have to go right. Going down is pointless, so I have to go up. And then going left is pointless. Going right. Oh, do I have to go? Oh, okay, got it. Dang it, as soon as I... Yeah, I totally forgot about that. Up and then, okay, jeez. Cobalt, helmet, alright. Alright. Boy, that took too long. Oh my gosh. Oh man, we might be here for a minute, folks. But you get to the point where I'm like, I'm pretty sure that you're missing my point on purpose. Do you think you can make it to the treasure chest? Oh, we're gonna slip and slide around and hopefully get there eventually. But just like dealing with people, man. I don't hate people, but like when it's online, it's just different. It's just people like something about communicating online just like drops everybody's freaking intelligence. I feel like when I'm in person, I can communicate better. When I'm using my voice, my words, my speaky words, I feel like I communicate much better, and people communicate much better with me. But something about when it's like online, everybody just goes straight up. Oh, you know, I can't say that word either, but you know. Well, I'll give the two examples. Okay, yeah, I've been building around this whole thing for the last way too long. What I was gonna say in the Mario Maker video. I really hope you brought a jacket. Well, I really hope you put a period at the end of that sentence. But I was on the Mario Maker 2 Facebook page where people can like share levels and stuff. I mean, I wouldn't mind playing like people's levels because I'm always looking for like level suggestions and stuff, and people do like it when you play their levels that they made or whatever. But you have to put your real name, or you don't have to, but my Facebook has my real name on it, and I don't want to make. I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to make a second account. So I'd have to put my real name to like inform them that I played their level on this channel or whatever. But yeah, I'm not even on Facebook because this thing keeps happening. But then I was like, okay, well, hopefully we have decent, you know, whatever people on a Mario Maker 2 level sharing Facebook page or whatever. Blue key, alright, sweet. But someone was talking about increasing the level upload limit. And they were just like, I kind of wish that they could just change like one integer to let you go from being able to upload 16 levels to 32 levels, or was it 32 to 64? I don't remember. And then I just made a casual comment. I said something like, actually, I wish they would just like copy and paste the spike hitbox from Mario Maker 1 to Mario Maker 2, because they made the hitboxes for spikes like way more dirty. Like the hitboxes on Mario Maker 2 are like huge, man, compared to Mario Maker 1. It's super noticeable. So basically saying that like, actually like, I reckon, because not everybody makes levels, so I reckon that more people would probably prefer if they made the hitboxes less dirty. I won't let you break the ice seal. Luther is all messed up in the head. Why are you serving him? Shouldn't your loyalty be to the royal family? Luther is my teacher. I will not turn a cold shoulder to him. Okay, Aaron. Let's go ahead and try to keep everybody alive this time. Do a little of this action. It's probably not super... Oh yeah, I totally forgot. She has revives. I know it's not totally necessary, but the fight will go by faster if everybody's alive. Stun foe for 2 turns. Isn't that what Disable does in Pokemon too? It removes the last move they used or something like that for 2 turns, something like that. So I was basically like, you know, because more people play the games than make the levels. Some people just play and don't ever make their own levels because they're not creative or whatever. But everybody hates the spike hitboxes. So I just made the joke. I was like, oh, they should change that instead or whatever. And then one person goes, oh my god, I don't remember what they said, but they totally like jumped down my throat. They were just like, it's not so easy. You can't just copy and paste from one console to another. Like, that's not how it works. That's not how... You can't just copy and paste stuff. Like, oh my gosh. Like, why would you think that you could just copy and paste something from one console to another? Like, what the hell? And then another person was like, are you a game developer? That's not how it works. You can't just copy and paste from one console to another. Like, oh my gosh, why would you say that? And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, dude, I clearly didn't mean literally copy and paste the code, okay? And then I was like, really? Like, it's like, okay, like, I mean, I'm kind of a facetious person, but, and so I understand, I get the whole being facetious. Are you a game developer? Oh. But it's like, I was like, yes, I'm a game developer. I developed like 5,000 games. I developed 5,000 games. I'm a game developer, and I thought that you could copy and paste code from one console to another. Yep, that's, you know, I'm like the best game developer ever. Like, why would you even ask that facetiously? Are you a game developer? Well, I was like, I responded. I'm like, well, clearly I'm not, because apparently I don't know anything about anything. Like, why would you need to ask if I'm a game developer? You clearly know that I'm not. So what's the point of... I mean, like I said, I understand being facetious, but it's like, that's like the most stupid way of being facetious, like, ever. And then, you know, and then another person said, like, you know, when one person mentioned, I forget exactly what I said, but I was just like, okay, so the one guy says that you can just change an integer and magically you can upload twice the number of levels. But then when I say something like that, then, oh, like, how come nobody jumped down that guy's throat? Be like, change an integer? That doesn't magically change anything, you know. Man, we're close to level. He was no problem. Come on, Luke, let's get going before he makes any more bad jokes. Also, we need to murder Garrett, because I think he's become infested with whatever everyone else has come down with. Good idea. I bet there's another key in these chests. Ice rod. All right, cool. And a red key. All right, sweet. So I was like, okay, and then I was like, okay, when I said copy and paste, I didn't literally mean copy and paste. I was just like, I thought that it was implicit that it's easier to, like, it would be easy to implement because the code already exists in some form. You wouldn't have to make the code all the way from scratch. So that's why I said that, and I didn't think I had to explain it. I didn't think people would thought I literally meant copy and paste it. Like, I was just trying to save on typing 6 extra sentences because I assumed that y'all had basic intelligence, but I guess I was giving them too much credit. Oh, I didn't even check back to what they said. I'm sure it was something incredibly intelligent. I'm sitting there going like, why did it come to this? This is supposed to be like, I mean, I understand there's like plenty of places for like shit posting and stuff, and I'm totally on board with that. Yeah, you know, I like memes and trolling and stuff. The flame tower is too hot for you to handle. Oh man, now I gotta hear dumb fire puns the whole way up this one. But I mean, I get it. But like when you enter like a Mario Maker level sharing page, you kind of think that you know what kind of behavior you're gonna expect from the people there, you know. Oh, Nightbow, all right. Actually, I haven't used Mr. Austin in forever. Oh man, about time. Well, he had this Sky Piercer from like 20 episodes ago. Okay, so that's better than that. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should. In the next, I think when I'm done with this episode, I think I'm gonna switch people off camera just to give some other people some screen time. Okay, I'm not sure how strong that dude was gonna be. This is just the beginning. Hey, period, yo. By Mr. Kindle. So are the names of the dudes gonna become more and more like flame intense? Like Kindle is just like the starting guy. All right. Oh man, super dead. I'm heating up. Okay. Oh man, hard to believe that there's people that would just shovel coal into like a steam engine, like a train. What do you call it? Train engine or whatever. Can you imagine like how many men's backs got destroyed from doing that job for like 30 years? Like, god dang, dude. All right. But then you get to the point, like that one I actually responded to. But sometimes, like, you have to decide, like, is it... There's this thing called ZFG, zero fucks given. Like, you only... It's this concept that you only have a certain amount of Fs to give. So you just have to decide what's worth your energy and time and what's not. So, like, with Facebook, I would see so much freaking... idiocracy or whatever. It's ironic that I'm talking about intelligence, but I can't formulate the correct word to mean other people being stupid, but you know what I mean. I see something so stupid, I'm just like, how am I supposed to live my life knowing that that stupid person didn't get put in their place and didn't get called out? Like, if I don't call them out, then they're just gonna be stupid forever. And like, how am I supposed to just go about my day knowing that somebody that's so goddamn stupid is out there? God dang it. Intruder spotted. Are we gonna be able to actually fight these dudes? Well, I guess we don't have a choice. We either gotta fight them or we're dead. How come Thomas didn't get his turn? Let's go ahead and do this though. Did I do like a... I don't know. Should I... It's still only single. Is that gonna get upgraded to where it's everybody? I feel like in a situation like this, maybe I should just focus fire and try to get them dead one at a time. I don't know. That's hide. It does less damage, but I feel like I need to do like damage. What is this one? Let's do this one. Alright, what did I have Thomas do? Oh man, I don't think this is winnable. Jeez. Oh golly, boy. Did not go according to plan. Actually, I wasn't really expecting to win that one. Torch, I will turn you into ash. Oh man, that reminds me. When I was a kid, I was like, you know, like preteen, me and a buddy of mine, I forget whose idea it was, probably his. We had this club, we called it the Flames. And then each of the members, like, had a name assigned to them. And my one buddy, he was Nightfire, and then, like, I was Torch. Oh, and who else do we had? We had Phoenix, and I don't remember the other ones. But it was dumb. We would just say we're having a meeting, and we would just, like, draw and look at stuff. We would like, I wasn't much of an artist, but he was an artist, and he would like draw iterations of like the character. You know, like the members or whatever. And he had like a little comic, and it was, what was it? It was always the Flames versus the Ice Boys, and then like each of the Ice Boys was like had like a name, and then like they have a different like look to them. I would draw the comics sometimes, but I was so garbo at drawing. Like I never got past like stick figures with like little, like basically, like for Phoenix you would just draw like ovals instead of stick arms, and it's like the wings, and you draw like little, you know, it's like when you draw like circle hands, and you just draw like straight, you just draw lines to for the fingers or whatever. I would just do that around the entire oval to like indicate the feathers. Like each of the Ice Boys also had like a thing, so you could like differentiate them. Yeah, I did end up falling out of touch with that guy. We stayed in touch. Well, my dad was in the Air Force, so we ended up moving. So I like lost touch with like everybody. But we stayed in touch for a couple of years after we moved. But okay, hold on, let me concentrate here, try to not get hit again. Okay, I gotta remember to equip. Oh geez. I don't have a key. It's gonna make me do a lap around. God damn it. Oh, of course they are. I'm not good at stealth or any kind of thing like this normally. Alright. Oh no! Oh, fuck you, dude! Oh, god dang it. Ugh, it's another game over. There's like no way to win this. Can I do anything defensible? I can hide. Why would you hide when you can do this, too? Maybe there's a cooldown on it. Dang, dude. Super dead. Man, I can't even... Oh my gosh, dude. Okay, well, I got the key at least. Yeah, when they do the thing where they like cross paths like that, like my brain can like never process like fully. Like when there's two guys going in like two different directions. Fools, you have walked right into your demise. Who are you calling a fool, squarehead? We won't be intimidated by the likes of you. Ha, all that will remain is ash. All right, Mr. Ragnos. Is it Ragnos? I'm not sure. Oh man, we got new music. Cool. I think Shadow Hearts was the first game that I played where you get like halfway through the game, and then the battle music just changes. So like, it's just like, you know what? You've been hearing the same battle music for the first, 10 hours or so. We're just gonna change it. You just get different battle music from now on. It was actually very nice. Okay, let's do a cure just in case. I can see why they gave Zom the vampire move. He actually, it's actually useful for him to have. But yeah, I was just going all the way back. Yeah, I just checked the Let's Player subreddit or whatever. And this guy, I mean, I don't know. I'm not trying to talk junk, but I'm sure he's a nice guy. But this guy's like, man, that guy had two ghost dudes or whatever. Maybe it was like two guys. Maybe that's why he was big. It was like a guy standing on another guy's shoulders. He couldn't hold a candle to us. There was only one tower left. We're almost there. Wait, is there only one more? Oh, I guess we did do the ice one. You're right. Let's go save the royal family. All right. So that one was actually nice. Oh, that was a cool portrait, by the way. That was actually nice. Weren't any gimmicks to like slow me down or anything. Let's go ahead and equip all this stuff we've been getting. Sure. Oh man, 5 power for a hood. All right, cool. Oh man, power 10. What the heck? Okay, let me see if maybe Zahn could. Yeah, he attacks more, so we'll put it on you. What else did I collect? I actually don't even remember. Oh, this cobalt helm. All right, cool. What else? Wasn't there one more thing, maybe? I don't remember. Oh yeah, the magma edge, dear. 6 defense, but it's 6 more power, and 6 res and 12 HP. Anybody else put it on? Oh man, I don't know, man. He's a healer, man. I feel weird not going defense on a healer, you know? I don't know. We'll try it. Okay, 1 tower to go, which is located, where exactly? Maybe up the middle? Oh, wait, no, that's where the, okay, there. Maybe there's 2 off to the right. Oh, wait, up here. Okay. Oh, the light tower. Okay, oh, this is kind of cool. Okay, shoot. I didn't want to jinx it, but I was like, oh man, how did I get through all that without a random fight? I knew as soon as I like started the sentence it was gonna trigger one. Light will always defeat the dark. Oh, you don't say, bruh. All right. Technically, darkness isn't like a thing. Darkness is just like the absence of light. Kind of like how cold isn't a thing. Cold is just the absence of heat. You know, it's kind of the same concept. But I mean, it kind of just goes into like a broader point. Like I'm not like I feel bad. Like I'm not trying to. Anyway, the point. It's the same kind of thing that I was talking about, where people just don't understand or whatever what I'm like trying to say, what I'm trying to communicate. Dude was like my parents keep watching my videos and it's embarrassing. What do I do? And I was like, are you sure that they're watching the entire video? Because like, you know, I was like, maybe they're just trying to, you know, I like to play devil's advocate sometimes. So I was like, maybe they're just trying to show an interest in your interests, you know, because I said in a Mario Maker 2 video how like my parents, like nobody in my family is a gamer. So nobody really like supports me. Like nobody in my family watches my videos just because they're not gamers. So I wouldn't expect them to. So if they are, I was like, well, maybe they're trying to like bond with you by showing interest in something that you're interested in. You know, maybe they're trying to like pay you a compliment by saying that your videos are good, you know, because they know that you put effort into them or whatever. And then he could have, I don't know. I don't want to say I hate people, but goddamn, dude, it's so annoying. And then that guy's like, well, I tend to not believe that people are lying. And I'm like, I was like, what are you talking about? People lie when they give each other compliments all the time. Like, you know, like that's why if you want actual feedback, you have to go to someone who's like not a friend or family member, because anything you do or create, they're always gonna say it's good. Like they're always gonna say, they're like, oh no, it's perfect, Dad. No, it's super good. Like, oh my gosh, let me put your shitty drawing on the refrigerator, you know. Like when, you know, like people lie to each other all the time. Oh, does this outfit make me look fat or whatever? Technically, that's a trick question. You shouldn't say that. That's actually kind of a shit test, because if you say yes, then you're an asshole. But if you say no, then you're a liar, because they know that they look fat in it, and that's why they asked you. Like, I think this makes me look fat. Let me confirm it though. And then when you say yes, you're like, oh my gosh. But yeah, I mean, I guess I already said it, but people lie when they compliment each other all the time. So why would you like, it's like, yeah, technically it's lying, but they're doing it to be polite. So I don't know. It just kind of made it seem like I'm a good human. I have faith in humanity. Therefore, I don't think that people lie, because I am an optimist. And you're a pessimist. You think people just lie? Well, I don't think that people lie. It's like, yeah, well, it's different when people are paying you a compliment. You know, people want to be, you know, they want to like, they don't want to like discourage you by saying anything like negative about it, but in reality, like negative feedback is often the most useful. Because if you want to improve something, you can't improve it if everybody's just blowing smoke up your ass and telling you that everything's perfect. It's like, okay, well, I guess I don't need to do anything different. I guess it's perfect then. But it's like, well, there's always room to improve anything you're doing. So you're actually not. I mean, I get that it's you're trying to be nice, but like you're not doing anybody any favors by telling them, by not. I mean, I guess it's different if they didn't ask for feedback. I'm up first. Here we go. Wait, how come this guy didn't have a light-related name? But I mean, you could always do the compliment sandwich, where you start with something good, and then you say something that you want or that you think could be improved, and then you end with something nice if you really don't want to hurt their feelings. But yeah, I don't know. That just kind of rubbed me the wrong way too. I'm like, God damn, dude. Like I didn't say that. I mean, I guess I am kind of saying that maybe he's lying, but it's socially acceptable. It's normal. I mean, it's considered, like, I don't know. It's considered socially acceptable to fib about like, oh, you look great. You know, I haven't seen you in 20 years. Oh, you look great. It's like, do they really, or do they look like dog shit? You can tell that the smoking and the drinking finally took its toll, you know. Like, you're never gonna tell them, you know. Like, oh my gosh, you okay? You look tired. All right. Okay, I totally lost track of where I am or where I'm going. Okay, are there no random fights in this area? This is actually nice. Fishermen, carpenters, we are all the children of the light. Is the joke that these are all biblical names? Because we had Matthew a little while ago. We're gonna get like a Micah or an Elijah. There was a kid growing up when I was like 10 or whatever. He was a few years younger than me. I wasn't really friends with him, but his name was Micah. It's like, god dang, dude. You know your parents are super hardcore Christians when you got a straight up Micah. I got a kid named Micah. Jeez. Why would you do that? Like, I mean, people get made fun of for their names, like, all the time in elementary school. You give them a name like Micah. Here you go. Your name is Micah. Off to school with you now. Like, jeez. Like, why would you set your kid up to be made fun of? I mean, people make fun of you if you have a normal name. All right. Then we got Simon. My friends call me Peter. Oh, okay. Is that some kind of biblical joke? I'm not quite getting it. Is it one of those name-changing situations? Wasn't there like one or two times where after their interaction with God, they changed their name, or did God give them a different name? Wasn't Abram got his name changed to Abraham, right? Something like that. All right. Let's get that last key, and then we'll start at the boss in the next one where we're on time. Yeah, I got into like rant mode and lost track of the time. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, it sounds like I'm antisocial. Like, I'm not antisocial. People online, they're just so goddamn stupid. And I don't know, it just drives me crazy. And I just have to, like, limit how much time I, like, spend with them or whatever. Well, I got banned from Facebook. I got, like, 2 30-day bans, like, back-to-back. So after going, like, 2 months without Facebook, I'm like, huh. I haven't lost any sleep because I spent 40 minutes when I should be sleeping crafting like the perfect response to make sure that they have no wiggle room on their position anymore. Like, I have to, like, I'm the kind of guy, like, when when I go to like shut someone down, like I go like balls to the wall, man. Wait, do I already have a key? Nope, gotta go find it. But a lot of times, well, the reason like it takes so long for me to shut someone down is because a lot of times what they said, there's like, they'll say like one thing and I'm like, okay, there's like 20 things wrong with what you said. And we gotta go over them one at a time. And it just takes, it's just so not worth it. It's just so, yeah, this guy's Mark. I believe what you're looking for is to the right. It's probably the key, right? But I think part, in fairness, I think part of the reason is that people are so used to dealing with other low intelligence people that when they come across me, they assume that I'm also low intelligence. They assume that I'm just as dumb as everyone else. So they just kind of glance over what I'm saying. And I'm just like, okay, well, you know, they don't read it super closely. Well, part of it is because once somebody knows that you disagree with them, they're not gonna read what you're saying very carefully. And then there have been times where I'd get into arguments with people, I'm like, I'm on your side, like I'm literally on your side, but because you misread what I said, you just assume that I was attacking you. But then it turns out we're actually on the same side. You're just like a moron who's on my side. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Then I gotta sit here and explain to them again. Oops. I gotta go. God dang it. Oh geez, I already went that way. I already went that way too, I bet. Yeah, I gotta go left and then down and then right. And then up and then left, right? God dang it. But yeah, getting off of Facebook, it was actually a blessing in disguise. Like, I actually didn't care that much about getting banned or whatever. But yeah, I'm just like, I have way less stress because I'm not dealing with these freaking Neanderthals that are just so used to, they're just so used to, everyone's just pissed. Everyone, like, when you go to like Facebook, everybody's just like, they're like a hair trigger, they're just like, they're right on the cusp of just having to like call you out on something or something where, which I guess I just admitted that I'm kind of the same way, but it's like, well, I only do it when I'm faced with blatant stupidity. That's just, it's so like unbelievably overwhelmingly stupid. And then I don't know, it just gets to me, man. If I don't respond, then I'm just like, that person got away with it. Like, how can I let someone get away with being that stupid? That person's probably gonna have kids. And then the child of that person is gonna be at a severe disadvantage having such a numbskull as their parent, you know? But in the end, it's so pointless because even if I could, you know, people will just shove their fingers in their ear and they just go, even if they acknowledge all your evidence and all your points, they'll just say, yeah, well, I still just don't agree, or I disagree with your evidence or whatever. It's like, that's not you didn't refute it though, so my point still stands. Or they'll be like, oh, well, you have a tiny dick or whatever. It's like, yeah, but that doesn't prove me wrong. Or like, oh, you know, you're bald, it's like, yeah, but you didn't prove me wrong, though. So until you can prove me wrong, I'm right. And so, yeah, suck it. Anyway, on that lovely note, that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks, as always, for watching. If you enjoyed this video, drop me a like. I'd appreciate it. And we will see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.